month from what I was paying before. So did I get good pricing? Absolutely. The reasons I come to Bill Brown Ford, it's friendly, it's convenient, works for me.
If it doesn't say Bill Brown Ford, you paid too much.
Now is the time to take advantage of a great offer from Xfinity, only from Comcast. Right now, you can get Xfinity TV for just $10 a month for 12 months. Call 1-877-564-1258 today. Get local programming and the top networks like CBS, Fox, ABC, and NBC, so you can watch hit shows like 30 Rock and The Office for a low price. Call 1-877-564-1258 and get Xfinity TV starting at just $10 a month for 12 months. Or step up to a digital TV package and get access to Xfinity On Demand with the most on-demand choices, on TV and streaming online. Plus, start an on-demand show in one room and finish it in another. And Xfinity offers tons of HD movies and shows and premium channels like HBO and Showtime. So don't wait. Get Xfinity TV starting at just $10 a month for 12 months. Or step up to a digital TV package today. Call 1-877-564-1258 now.
Call Zamler, Mellon, and Schiffman, the Michigan lawyers representing Michigan people for Social Security disability. If you've been denied your Social Security disability, call 1-800-LAWYERS. The call is free. The advice is free.
Today we're revealing the secrets to never getting sick. And here's a question many of you probably ask yourself when you start feeling a little under the weather.
I really don't like to go to the doctor unless I have to, so I let my natural defenses cure me. But how long is too long to stay sick?
You know, it's not exact, but in general, the uncomplicated cold is going to last somewhere between 8 to 9 days, all right? 25% of colds can last up to 2 weeks, and then finally 5–10%, 3 weeks.
And that leads us to this question. Should you medicate or not? Take a look at these best friends who have very different views on the topic.
I feel terrible, but I'm going to fight this naturally. I'm going to get through it.
Should you medicate?
I don't like to take medication. I like to be natural. I figure cold's going to happen, why fight it?
Take medicine. Don't be afraid to take medicine. It's good for you. It'll help you. I like to take anything I can get my hands on. I mean, why be sick if you don't have to? I think these are important. You have to have these.
No, I figure like my body is like a machine. It's so healthy.
Right.
Why?
You have Olympic genes.
I do have Olympic genes.
Right.
Joining us now is Karina and her best friend Mark, the machine. The body machine. So how long, Karina, have you been saying, Mark, you have to take meds, my friend?
You know, I've been telling him for years, and I tell him, like, the best thing to do is to prevent it. Just take it before it starts.
Take what before it starts?
Cold remedies, just anything to help speed up the process of not getting sick or, like, having it be, like, a day or two.
All right, so I'm going to show you something on the magic wall. The fact of the matter is this. Nothing that you take, no medication, is going to cure a cold or shorten its duration. But what happens when you get infected with a cold virus? Usually it enters a mucous membrane, your nose or your eyes. What you're going to see here is a little virus coming in. It literally penetrates the cells that line your nose and your respiratory tract. That's when you start to get these symptoms. Well, Karina was saying, take medicine for these symptoms. Well, the fact is, medicines do have side effects. You start getting a little bit of a cough. Well, typically cough suppressants are the treatments. You see some of these side effects. You have to ask yourself, is that side effect worth the possible treatment? What are other possible treatments? Well, you get fever, aches, pains. Common treatment, non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. Things like ibuprofen. Again, sometimes people have a great response to it, but understand there are some side effects. It can affect your platelet activity. How about that sneezing, the runny nose, antihistamines? Anyone who's taking antihistamines knows it can cause some drowsiness. It can cause dry mouth. And one more I want to cover, congestion. Decongestants, one of the most common elements of cold medication. But if you have heart problems, understand decongestants are going to likely increase your blood pressure, increase your heart rate. If you take one right before bed, insomnia, restlessness, anyone ever had that where you take one, you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? But the biggest thing is when you're combining all these things together, you just need to be careful because they all have different side effects. And if you take a couple of different ones that have the same side effect, it can accentuate it. And here's what I really want to emphasize to everyone. With a cold, I'm not talking about bacterial infections, I'm talking about cold virus infections. Your body's immune system, these are white blood cells, will eventually take care of that virus, eliminate it from your body. Medicines are not going to change that process. They may just change some of your symptoms. The medicines are for one thing only, to treat your symptoms. None of those medicines are treating the cold virus. That's why a lot of people say, you know what, go the natural route. We always talk about nasal saline washes, things like that, because hydration is one of the things that you can do, right?
Yeah, that keeps the mucus nice and moist, keeps it flowing out of there.
So eating foods that may boost your immune system.
Rest.
Yes.
And so what I would say to you, Karina, is if there are over-the-counter medicines that you know work for you and make you feel better, then that's absolutely okay. Mark, if you don't like taking medication, I don't tend to take medication when I have a cold, and that's what you like to do, that's fine too.
Yeah.
Just for people out there, understand that there are side effects. Make sure that they're safe, particularly if you're someone, like I said before, suffering from heart disease. Your doc may say, look, avoid decongestants because it will boost your blood pressure, etc.
Make sure the side
So
effects
we're talking about natural remedies. Many people skip medications when they get sick, and what they do is they'll actually try this popular tactic.
Drink this while it's hot. It's good for you.
Why do I always have to drink this stuff when I'm sick? I hate it.
Just drink it, little missy.
What good does it do anyway? Ugh.
So, hydration. Let's talk a little bit right now about hot liquids, just because so much of what you're trying to do when you have a cold is just feel better, improve your symptoms. So, hot liquids can theoretically help loosen some secretions. That phlegm can soften it up a little bit. The key here is staying hydrated when you're sick, and also warm liquids can soothe the sore throat. So let's go down the line here of your favorite hot liquid.
It's either green or brown tea, and like you said, it's the vapor from the tea, probably the steam that's opening you up a little bit. It's great for a sore throat. Probably the biggest, most annoying thing for me with a cold is a sore throat. Drinking hot tea helps, especially with a little bit of honey here. When you add that, you're getting a little bit of sugar, and that honey, I think it's a natural.
Honey's a natural cough suppressor.
Yeah.
It is, and it's going to mobilize that mucus, and bye-bye cold.
A lot of people don't know this, but honey actually has antioxidants in it.
It's good for
So
you.
it's a great little trick there.
You know, it's funny, whenever I get sick, I actually start to crave lentil soup.
What?
I do, and my mom has a great recipe. She makes it for me, and of course, it's a nice hot liquid, so it's nice and soothing. And lentils are actually a great source of protein, and they're very good for you.